Robbie 9. Ice Cube 3. Jaziar 66. G.I. Joe 66. Come in out of the internet. Ice Cube 3 is already here. Up in the bulletproof DJ booth. Ice Cube 3. The destruction of the artificial person world DJ / video jockey. What's up, Ice Cube 3? How you doing, buddy? It's good that you can make it in to work for free. At least you're not getting paid anti-money Vatican debt threats. You're doing what's right as a team. For a change. For a change from post 9/11 government worship fest psyop by name. We're going to change all that as a team. I can't do anything by myself. If I don't get any help, I've wasted 17 years of my life, and nothing I did will ever legally matter at all. With help, I'm not trying to wake everyone up to nothing I know, which doesn't mean a thing and cannot legally matter. I'm not trying to wake everybody up, Robbie 9. I'm trying to completely inform one real man that knows you can't tell everyone all at the same time. Your life is a lie built on lies all by yourself when you can't convince one artificial person your favorite soccer team's better than theirs. That's your opinion versus their opinion. It's useless. Why debate it? There are no conspiracy theories in VM. We use legal fact and pure, perfect common sense to show the scam I made. Oh, now we have a guest viewer, supposedly. We'll see if he shows up. Some people can't leave Facebook. Some people just can't do it. I've seen it many times, probably 150 times at least. Hey, go thumbs up this funny cat video, then say verbal militia or something, and then come back here. You don't really leave the war room. Just click on that link and then thumbs up the funny cat video and then say I did it here in the war room. Can't do it. Mark 27. Gotta wash my dead dog that ran away after it died. Can't team at all. And people wonder why they're slaves. You aren't slaves. You're mental slaves. You're contractual slaves. You're voluntary slaves. Voluntary tyranny, voluntary contractual tyranny is a legalese oxymoron. That's contractual liberty, is what that is. The scam I named. It's worldwide already, all around planet Earth. Cap G gods, Cap G governments cannot exist at all. They're legal fictions, which is a belief in the contract, like you falsely believing you can own things, like you falsely believing that rights exist, that you falsely believe murder is against the law when it's a contractual policy violation only after a conviction or its legal constitutional killing English word versus legal term. When shall not means shall in the contract, you can only legally consent by signing the contract, procreating the contract, anti-agreeing to the contract. It's the way that works out for the holy pedophiles worldwide there on the planet, hiding behind three legal fictions: the Catholic Church, the Vatican, and the Holy Roman Empire, supposedly collapsed in 476 AD. Just put the loophole word in there, holy word, and they can still sign contracts in 1783, which began in 1763. July 4th, 1766, being in the middle of those two dates should probably mean a thing to you all. never really done a show where I type and speak. Public screen. I suck at speaking, but that's because I'm screaming at pure slaves. If I could talk to some people, they would be on my team. I'm not talking to you when you're on Team Vatican Debt Slave. Not on Team VM. So if you hear the rage come out in my voice, I've been at this for 17 years, 6 of that, long over 6 of that, completely informed, studying pure slaves. When they find out the Constitution is a total scam. And the scam, Capus Diminutum Minima, the scam, not a scam, the scam, the only world scam, the scam on planet Earth. For actual, contractual, factual, supernatural, impossible, anti-possible, legal fiction, artificial person, bankrupt federal corporation, civilly dead speaking corpuses versus real people on planet Earth. That legal term makes a lot of people, like about 99% of them, fake people. I don't want any fake people in VM. Robbie 9. Let's put the guest stars on the show.
I really look forward to playing video games with Zach.
They distract me in the middle of
We focus on video games and our friendship.
What the heck are these commercials, man? Enjoy the music.
It's the funniest, most action-packed show of the year. So Ron, look out, action starts cool. I want you to storm the house, find the victim, bring him to safety. You must learn not to sweat the small stuff.
What the small stuff? I'm on fire, Coach Ron.
Action, like a real life. Die hard, only on Quibi. this video, I'm going to show you a specific set of symptoms that will allow you to tell if you have normal physical fatigue that's not really a concern, maybe just a sign of being temporarily overstressed or overworking or undersleeping. Or if you have a more serious kind of pathological fatigue, that's a sign of deeper cellular dysfunction in your body. Before we get into it, I also want to mention, if you're interested in overcoming fatigue or increasing your energy levels, we put together an amazing, epic, science-based guide to the top supplements for energy enhancement. You can go download that at theenergyblueprint.com/cheat sheet. Okay, so let's get into the video. Secret number one, there is a specific set of symptoms that can tell you if you have normal fatigue or more serious concerning kind of fatigue. First of all, fatigue has become an epidemic, and it's become so common that it's actually become normalized. People think it's normal to be fatigued. Now, a lot of people think that if you have fatigue or chronic fatigue, it must mean that you have chronic fatigue syndrome, diagnosable chronic fatigue syndrome. That's other really significant, severe, and debilitating. Well, that's not true. Let me explain it this way. Within the United States, there are 1 to 4 million Americans that suffer from full-blown chronic disease. There are another 10 million Americans that suffer from fibromyalgia. Now, there are similar statistics in other Western countries, just using the United States as an example. Now, this situation is just the tip of the iceberg. This is the worst case scenario, and this is as extreme as fatigue gets. But it's critical to understand that fatigue is not just severe diagnosable chronic fatigue syndrome. It's a spectrum. It runs the gamut from severe debilitating chronic fatigue, much more mild fatigue, like day-to-day 3 p.m. afternoon crash, or a general tiredness that's sometimes constant, or shows up without warning, or simply waking up still tired and groggy every day, or just noticing that you're not nearly as energetic as you used to be. And this is really, really important to get. There are 50 to 100 times more people with mild or moderate fatigue, chronic lack of energy, that are not yet totally debilitated. To give you an idea of this, here are some statistics. So in the American Psychological Association's 2012 stress awareness survey, 45% of women are feeling chronically fatigued. Another study found 24% of adults report having fatigue lasting 2 years or longer, and 2/3 of these people can't identify the cause of their fatigue. Another one found that more than half of us experience feelings of constant tiredness through the day at work. And another study found that among adults older than 60 years old, 1 in 3 have severe chronic fatigue. That's how common this is. But
What are you doing,
because it's
dude?
so common, people don't even realize that there's anything wrong with being tired all the time. They think it's normal. Now, of course, feeling a little bit tired or wanting to lay down and rest after a long day of hard physical or mental work is completely normal. But being fatigued or feeling drained constantly is most definitely not normal. It's your body trying to help. So how do you know you have just regular normal tiredness, which is not a sign of anything wrong? Maybe it just means that you need a vacation or a course time off. Or if you have something that's a sign of a much
It's a thing more shit than punch out. But to me, it's worth $100.
There's a very specific set of signs and symptoms to know if you have normal tiredness versus more serious pathological disease.
Got sold.
Here are the key symptoms to be aware of. So first of all, the most basic one is, are you tired, or do you feel chronic lack of energy or exhaustion frequently during the day? Most days, and for more than just a few days, the whole like weeks or months or years. Do you have brain symptoms, like anxiety, brain fog, depression,
Somebody with a sign deal.
do you have gut issues like bloating, gas, abdominal
Tracy McEnroe, John McEnroe's
do you
niece,
have widespread body
is like my verbal was corny, but she just won't do anything.
every couple of hours to maintain your energy level? Do you have
People can't even fathom what the fuck I'm doing on the internet, man.
really exhausted, like
If
that?
I get one person to get it, then everybody can one at a time get it.
Do you have
You
trouble
see what I'm saying?
sleeping?
I got 17 years of my life in this, man.
Here's how this breaks down, even more specific. You have a combination of frequent fatigue during the day and trouble sleeping. And again, what this means is you're tired a lot during the day, but despite being tired, you have trouble sleeping. If you have that combination going on, then you have the first key signs of cellular dysfunction, a more serious concerning kind of chronic. Now, if you have frequent fatigue during the day and trouble sleeping, And also
I can't
have some
believe
brain
Foggy
symptoms
was
like brain fog or anxiety or depression or
tired, probably.
fatigue, which is your brain kind
Girlfriend go out there?
of tired or you kind of shut down. You get fatigued with all of any mentally demanding tasks like driving your car or doing work or reading a book or something like that. If you have any of those brain symptoms plus fatigue and trouble sleeping, now you have either the very and concerning kind of serious chronic fatigue that's a sign of cellular dysfunction. And finally,
The stupid ads on, I remember that I'm on live VMTV. This guy, I know, he's a wreck. He comes over here at midnight. It's 1 a.m., man. No matter what the rules are, over here he breaks them. Just somebody, yeah. He reminds me of when I was 30 years old. I'm trying to help him, but I'm done. Only he doesn't remind me of me when I was 30 years old. He reminds me of me at 30 years old, only not honest. The opposite of that. That's why he's in so much shit. I get in trouble for trusting people too much. Especially my actual family, Robbie Nine, my actual slave family. I don't want to get into all that. This guy isn't showing up. This show's probably going to get cut off and deleted. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't legally matter until I get some help. It won't ever legally matter until I get some help. Nothing will ever legally matter in your favor until I get some help. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this has to be like one-on-one. I'm trying to talk to one person to get them help again. It's impossible already. It's an impossibility that I'm sure I can't achieve, but I don't know it. You hear me, Ice Cube 3? It's what I'm doing is tough, man. I'm trying to tell you because you're the skull fragment version of me at 33. Not this Joker. I've been at these PCs for 17 years. Imagine being on a deserted island like Tom Hanks for 17 years. Where you only type on the internet, barely even say words. If I don't talk to myself, I can forget how to speak. G.I. Joe 66. When I go overboard on something, I go overboard until I get the fucking job done or I fail. I haven't failed yet. Everyone's failed me. So that kind of makes it almost impossible to quit. Something I think about doing every single day, every hour of every day. Okay. So now that I remember that the show is on, that I never wanted to do, and I only do because phone cards can't read over 9 words at any given time, and I got a lot to fucking type out and say at light speed. So I know why they're not reading it, but if you can't read what I'm saying, you're never going to read what all VM that you see saying anything. You're not going to do that either. So you're of no use to me if you can't read. You can only think things in legal fiction, anti-think in legal fiction, make believe all lies. You're of no use to me. You're on Team Vatican Debt Slave. Not Team VM, completely informed. You're on completely clueless, government worshiping Team Vatican Debt Slave. Because you're not completely informed yet. So you have to be completely brainwashed and totally clueless still if you don't know what the scam is. It's contractual liberty. It's voluntary, not taxes or theft with no conviction, stupid ass, pure slave speak from the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP, government worship. Government worship, pure slave speak versus completely informed, free slave speak as a team. VM team speak. It's already got a name. There's a formula to it. The speaker, the yes man, the conscientious objector, the reluctant buyer, the enthusiastic buyer, the concerned citizen. These are all things Rockefeller used to sell his snake oil back in the day. And he's not the first or only one to do it. Started back in Rome, of course. You still watch federal TV programming when they have a bunch of talking heads sitting around a table as a panel? They're selling you one idea from different perspectives. No, Robbie Nine, it's not dishonest to use what works. Just because the holy pedophile Vatican debt slaves use it doesn't mean that it's wrong if it works. It's wrong because the information they're selling, which is the all lies, as the truth finder. I use all these catchy phrases, Robbie Nine, that should make anybody that's a real truth seeker say, what the heck do you mean, Mark 27? I'm not just saying this like glorifying myself. When I'm the ghost of VM, I can't be seen, 2-strike felon. Got to get out of the way. Expunged, Robbie Nine, which doesn't legally matter at all, as far as I know, what I've heard. Jailed, prison about 33 times in my life for doing nothing wrong. Anyway, he's not going to show up. He fall asleep. You ever see me typing in a group I am and I ask a question without my autographed free slave name on there? That's not a rhetorical question. That's saying, what is up, man? You're failing to communicate in the war room, which is what it's for. We don't just pop around hitting pop-up bubbles as VM, doing the farce book communication smartphone federal PSYOP communication down syndrome breakdown. I name. When I say I named it, that's so you know no one else did. Right now I'm hungry. This guy's got me waiting to eat. I'm trying to eat greasy chicken with my fingers typing on a keyboard that I don't want really grease all over it. It's like, might as well close the show, Robbie Nine, because he's not showing up. End of story. I am Tyler Durden. This is Fight Club. This pretend conversation is over.